Coming up on Cardinals Insider, Brendan Donovan and Alec Burleson answer some questions about their teammates.
This guy, that's easy.
Double down.
That's easy.
Plus, Michael Siani participates in a clubhouse taste test.
According to these guys over here, they got a pretty good cheesesteak in the clubhouse. Let's go check it out.
And later, Paul Goldschmidt helps create a moment that's bigger than baseball. All that and more ahead on Cardinals Insider. Welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm Ozzie Smith. Brendan Donovan and Alec Burleson are fan favorites. They also happen to be good friends. And earlier this year, the pair sat down to answer some questions about the rest of their teammates.
So who's most likely to believe in Bigfoot?
Oh, I know this one.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
Yeah. This
Right.
guy, that's easy.
Double down.
That's easy.
Who's most likely to be late to practice to pet a dog?
He's got dogs of his own. Oh,
Wilson.
big dog owner.
Yeah. King. Shout out King, Wilson. King! Hey, we're talking about King! We're talking about your dog, King!
What kind of dog does he have?
I don't know, but it's cute. His name's King.
I think
know
it's
that.
a doodle.
A doodle?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's awesome.
Who's the best golfer on the team?
I'm not much of a golfer, but just from like hearsay.
Psych! He's not bad either. This guy stinks.
I'm not
This
a golfer.
guy stinks.
Not a golfer.
Who's most likely to get lost at a new stadium or even Busch Stadium?
I think it's right
this
here.
guy, right?
No. Not me. Maybe the first time. Maybe the first time.
day.
But after that, I figure it out.
Who should be the next James Bond?
Gotta be clean shaven. James Bond's clean
You
shaven.
think so? This one's tough. This is my answer. I just think he's got the demeanor for it. Oh, boo.
Who has the messiest car?
Oh. Well, I mean, Burley still has clothes from months ago
Yeah,
hanging
I
up,
do.
so
I
I'm gonna
do.
go Burley.
No.
You drive by the car
I
with
took
just
them off. I took them
shirts
off. I
hung,
took them off.
it's Burley.
I took them off. Never been in anybody's car.
You need to make more friends then.
Who are you never giving the aux cord to?
Sorry,
That's
Gio.
mine. That's mine.
Sorry, Gio.
Pan down there. That's mine.
I can't. I'm working on my
Yeah,
Spanish, but
we're
I can't
working on
understand
it.
half of it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Who's most likely to go pro in another sport?
I mean, whatever sport he wants. Extremely athletic,
no.
ginormous. No chance.
Yeah.
What sport?
What
Juggling?
do you golf? I can juggle.
can
Golf. I'm nasty. I beat Gorman the other day.
Who's the biggest Swiftie on the team?
Like Taylor Swift? I don't know. I don't even know a Swiftie. But if I had to guess, that's my guess.
All right, who do you think the best ice skater is?
Ice skater?
I feel like that's an obscure, like, no.
It's my first love. Hockey.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Stubby's not up here.
Oh,
Stubby would have been a good answer.
Who's most likely to drop a mixtape?
I mean,
Most likely to drop like a good
Burley Biscuits on the
mixtape
track.
or like just a mixtape? A mixtape is probably terrible, but I'm
Burley-
gonna say
Burley
Burley
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
On the track. That's my rap name, Burley Biscuits. It's actually Burley English Muffin now because I've slimmed out. But.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider, Philly native Michael Siani taste tests a cheesesteak in the Phillies visiting clubhouse.
All right. Appreciate you. You got it.
That's after the break. Michael Siani grew up in Philadelphia, so it was a homecoming earlier this season when the Cardinals visited the Phillies. The cheesesteaks in the Citizens Bank Park visiting clubhouse are legendary in baseball circles. But are they really as good as everyone says? We asked the native Philadelphian to find out.
What's going on? Mike Siani from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. According to these guys over here, they got a pretty good cheesesteak in the clubhouse. Let's go check it out. What's up, Mike? What's up? Good, how you doing? Good. Cheesesteak? Yeah, I'm gonna do fried onions and whiz. Don't have whiz? Just mac and cheese is fine. Yeah. No pepper, just onions. Yeah. Cool? Sounds good.
I think a lot of local places, kind of corner pizza shops and all that, actually truly make a better sandwich than most of the mass-produced places. The guys back here are gonna laugh at me, but it's all about the bread.
Like they make me one in St. Louis sometimes when I'm at home. And it's really good.
Said he likes it fried.
It's really good, but you can't do the bread. It's not the same. All right. Appreciate you.
You got it.
It's all in the bread. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I might have just burnt the top of my mouth. I don't know. I like mine chopped up, so it's like steaks chopped up in here. Some of them do like flank steak, like flat steaks, but I like mine chopped up. Fried onions are huge, and then the cheese is kind of like mixed in really well, so it's very like you can't even really see it, but it's very, very, you can taste it. So my favorite cheesesteak growing up was D'Alessandro's, right next to my high school, right down here. So I'll base it off that because that's a 10 in my book. But this is good. This is right up there. I might need to take a couple more bites to give you like a really accurate score here, or not burn the top of my mouth. See if I can eat it now. There we go. So if you zoom in here, you can see the cheese at the bottom coming out a little bit. That's how you know it's melted. Pretty good. Just a 9. It's a 9. I'm not gonna get into decimals. It's a 9. It's very good.
Now you've been inside the clubhouse at Citizens Bank Park. What does the rest of the stadium look like? Here's our Emily Stevens with a ballpark profile.
The Philadelphia Phillies have been operating under the same name in Philly since 1883. That means they have a lot of history with the Cardinals. Citizens Bank Park opened on April 3rd, 2004. The ballpark seats over 42,000 fans and lies on the northeast corner of the lot, next to 2 other sports complexes. The stadium features a Liberty Bell in the outfield. It stands 102 feet high and rings every home run and every victory for the Phillies. The Cardinals and the Phillies have a lot of history together, sharing a spot in the National League. In 2011, the Cardinals beat the Phillies in Game 5 of the NLDS. Chris Carpenter draws a ground ball to first for the final out at Citizens Bank Park. Also, Adam Wainwright recorded his first career strikeout in Philadelphia on opening day in 2006.
Strike 3 called on the outside corner.
A trip to Citizens Bank Park isn't complete without a signature Philly cheesesteak and a visit from the one and only Philly fanatic. 2 historic teams and some truly historic moments here at Citizens Bank Park. In Philadelphia, for Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
Coming up, a moment much bigger than baseball. Details after the break. Welcome back. There's no shortage of special moments at the ballpark each summer, but some carry a little more significance than others, and this year's Lou Gehrig Day ceremonies fit that bill. On June 2nd, 1941, Yankees player Lou Gehrig passed away from amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, better known as ALS. His name has become synonymous with the disease, and today, an estimated 20,000 people in the United States are living with the progressive neurodegenerative disease that attacks nerve cells and pathways in the brain and spinal cord. Every season, the Phi Delta Theta International Fraternity presents the Lou Gehrig Memorial Award, recognizing a player who competes well on the field and cares for others off of it. This year's recipient is Paul Goldschmidt. He received the honor in a pregame ceremony on June 11th. Goldie also partnered with the Live Like Lou Foundation, Permobile, and New Motion to surprise ALS warrior John Sarriati with a brand new custom Cardinals Permobile wheelchair, creating a special moment for all involved. Left-handed pitcher Cooper Hjerpe was the Cardinals' 2022 first-round draft pick. The Oregon State product was promoted to Double-A this season. Let's hear more about his pro career thus far.
I'm Cooper Hjerpe, left-handed pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Crook sets up inside. The pitch from Hjerpe is swung on and missed. Got him with a fastball, 91 on the inner half.
First big league spring training, it's what you dream of as a kid. It's another stepping stone, and it's awesome to be around guys who have been here far longer than you have, and to pick their brain and ask questions and introduce yourself to guys like Sonny Gray or Lance Lynn, who you watched when you were a kid, when Sonny was on the A's and he was your favorite pitcher. So it's pretty surreal to be on the same team as them and to be playing on the same field it's pretty incredible. You hear it all the time, it's a childhood dream, and I don't think anybody's lying about that. And so ever since I can remember, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. And when I realized I could do it, it was probably towards the end of high school when I committed to Oregon State. And then senior year, I kind of realized like I could go pretty far with this, since Oregon State is a pretty prestigious program and recruited me. I was like, okay, maybe I got a shot at this. And then after that, it was just kind of nose to the grindstone and work hard and see where you end up, and it worked out for me. So.
Valera and Town to follow. Hjerpe out of the windup. The 1-2 is waved and missed. Got him with a slider off the outside edge. Down goes Hernandez, and back-to-back Ks now.
I really liked Max Scherzer, just watching him. I didn't try to like replicate anything he did besides maybe the mentality he takes out there. After watching Sonny, he's pretty cerebral with it and understanding what he wants to do with this certain pitch, even in catch play, and just hearing him vocalize what he wants to do and watch him do that is pretty interesting and incredible. So he's been a guy I've watched, like I said, when he was on the A's. I was a huge A's fan back then because I was from the Sacramento area. But him, Scherzer, Chris Sale, Kershaw, those guys were pretty cool to watch.
Is taken, strike three called on the outside corner. This ball game is over, and there it is, the first no-hitter in Springfield Cardinals history.
It still hasn't like set in yet, but like when I went to go sign in St. Louis, that's where I was like, wow. Like walking through the field and the clubhouse and the whole quad where they had the amphitheater out across the street and stuff, and staying in that hotel, it was like, this is real now. And so to be able to do it for a living and as a job, that's incredible too, and it's a lifelong dream.
Let's head to the break with a look at this week's trivia question. It's brought to you by the Palm Beaches. We're asking, how many Cardinals have won the National League Rookie of the Year? Was it 2, 4, 6, or 8? The answer when we return. We're back and ready to learn the answer to this week's trivia question. Here's Brett McMillan.
It's time for the answer to this week's trivia question, brought to you as always by the Palm Beaches, Florida's most stylish vacation destination. We asked how many Cardinals have won National League Rookie of the Year. The answer is 6. And the most recent probably comes as no surprise.
Pujols swing the high fly ball into left. Back at the track near the wall. We've got a hero in town. It's 2-0 Cardinals. Albert Pujols with his second big league homer. Is he something?
Albert Pujols played 12 of his 22 major league seasons here in St. Louis, including his prolific 2001 rookie campaign. But 5 other Cardinals won Rookie of the Year before Albert came on the scene. Todd Worrell notched 36 saves to go along with a 2.08 ERA in 1986. He was actually the second straight Redbird to win the award in the 80s, because Vince Coleman ran his way to the honor in 1985, finishing with a career-high 110 stolen bases. That was good enough to finish 11th in MVP voting that year as well.
There goes Coleman, tremendous jump. Virgil might as well eat the ball. He throws it anyhow. Stolen base, Vince Coleman, number 100.
Before that, Bake McBride finished with a 764 OPS and 308 average to secure the recognition as the league's top newcomer in 1974. extra special to do it in St. Louis, too, because he was a Fulton, Missouri native who was drafted out of Central Missouri's Westminster College. In the 1950s, it was back-to-back winners again. Outfielder Bill Verdon did it in '55, and it was Wally Moon the year prior in 1954. Interestingly enough, St. Louis's relationship with the award actually predates all 6 of those Cardinals winners. That's because in 1949, when the American League gave out its inaugural version of the Rookie of the Year, it went to St. Louis Browns outfielder and St. Louis native Roy Sievers, a product of Beaumont High School. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
Edward Jones sponsors the Cardinals Hall of Fame, and this year that partnership is expanding and taking on a charitable component as well.
We have an incredible long-term partnership with Edward Jones. It's been going on for a long time, and we have some new aspects to our partnership this year that include some community engagement with Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're really excited about the opportunity to help Edward Jones host some folks from Big Brothers Big Sisters here at the ballpark and make a unique experience for them. Tonight we have 300 folks from Big Brothers Big Sisters here in the Cunningham Corner. Lots of bigs and littles enjoying a fun pregame experience in a VIP area with food and beverage, as well as the opportunity to meet a Cardinals Hall of Famer in Ray Langford.
Well, Big Brothers Big Sisters had a luncheon. I signed up, I went to the lunch, and the mission just grabbed me. I've been with DJ for 8.5 years now. It's a tremendous relationship. Oh my gosh, we've been all over St. Louis. We've been to the Arch, we've been to all the museums, we've been to Busch Stadium, we've been to hockey games, we've been to Grant's Farm, we've been fishing in Forest Park. Everything you can think of, we've probably done it. It's really cool.
We wanted to make a really cool and unique experience for Big Brothers Big Sisters, so we decided to have a couple bigs and littles go down to the field to throw out a ceremonial first pitch tonight before the game.
Edward Jones and Big Brothers Big Sisters are a great combination because we're both trying to affect people's lives in a positive way.
When we return, I'm answering one of your questions. It's Ask Ozzie, and it's up next. It's time for this week's Ask Ozzie. Evan in St. Louis asks, what was your favorite part about playing in front of Cardinal fans? Well, Evan, it was always great coming to the ballpark because we knew that even if the club wasn't playing well, the energy that people were able to exude to us on the field was always going to be there. So it was easy coming to the ballpark and playing because these are some of the best baseball fans in the country. Well, you can feel the energy that the people bring, and in moments like that, it's always nice to know that people are cheering for you as opposed to being in the opposing stadium, you know. So the energy is something that you could use to hopefully some positive results. Well, I think the loudest and probably the moment where I felt like I was floating was when I hit the home run in 1985. I could actually feel the stadium moving.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! It's a home run, and the Cardinals have
And that was a very special moment for me as well, from a personal standpoint, because it was at that moment that I think people looked at me as much more than just a defensive player. Thanks for the question, Evan. If you want to submit a question, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Ozzie tab. But for now, don't go anywhere. There's more Cardinals Insider after the break. We want to wish you a happy belated 4th of July. This weekend, millions of Americans have fired up the grill to cook a good old-fashioned hot dog. And of course, baseball knows a thing or two about a good dog. What do the Cardinals put on theirs? We ask in this week's Ask a Cardinal.
Relish belongs on a hot dog. What does not belong on a hot dog? Maybe like all the extra stuff when they put like onions on it. I don't like that. Like I like some condiments on my hot dog, but yeah, onions is too far. You don't need that.
I'm anti-relish on a hot dog, but I'm for onions.
Sweet relish does not belong on a hot dog, or raw onions. Anything else is good.
Mayo does not belong on a hot dog. Relish, ketchup, mustard belongs on a hot dog. Chili.
I go mustard. I don't think ketchup belongs on a hot dog.
Ketchup,
only on a hot dog for me. As a kid, I did a lot of shredded cheese and ketchup. As an adult, I don't know why I did a lot of shredded cheese and ketchup, honestly.
Usually on my hot dogs, I put ketchup, mustard, and I'm a little disappointed because whenever we go to Costco, I like to get the hot dog from Costco, and they used to have these like chopped onions that you would put on it, but for whatever reason, they don't have those chopped onions anymore, so now it's just ketchup and mustard.
I like ketchup. I also like sauerkraut on a hot dog, but I'm not a fan of relish or mustard. But I wouldn't say they don't belong. I'm just personally not a fan of them.
I'm putting ketchup, onions, and jalapenos. Mustard, I get it. That's fine. Relish, that does not deserve to be on a hot dog.
Ketchup and chili for me. And like all the other stuff, I'm not a huge fan of. Chili dog, just some ketchup, maybe like some cheese or something. I don't like mustard. I think mustard and relish are okay on hot dogs, but I mean, a hot dog is a sandwich.
I mean, I just put ketchup on a hot dog, but obviously people put all sorts of stuff like onions and mustard and all that type of stuff. What doesn't belong? Maybe like mayonnaise or something gross like that. I'm a simple kind of person. I only put mustard on my hot dogs. Doesn't belong? Probably mayonnaise, I'd have to say. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do it, but I'm gonna go mayonnaise. I'm sure somebody out there does.
I like putting ketchup and mayo. I don't think mustard belongs on hot dogs.
Wow, okay. You may be the only person ever to say that.
Probably.
That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider or watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.